But the ultimate organizations, like the ones that really dominate the sectors and secure the largest budgets year after year, they don't treat the Erasmus Plan as a form. They treat it as a multiple year manifesto. Welcome back to the Alfa Edge Blueprint. In our last episode, we unlocked the golden ticket, the Erasmus accreditation. But here is the reality. Getting accredited is like getting a gym membership. It's a great first step, but the membership itself will not get you in shape. To see results, you need a training plan. In Erasmus Plus, that is your Erasmus Plan. Over the last 10 years, I have seen hundreds of Erasmus plans. Most of them are what I call compliance documents. They were written in a hurry, usually the night before the deadline, just to get the accreditation. They are full of vague buzzwords like internationalization, innovation, and quality. But the ultimate organizations, like the ones that really dominate the sectors and secure the largest budgets year after year, they don't treat the Erasmus Plan as a form. They treat it as a multiple year manifesto. They use it to transform their organization from a local player into a European leader. Today, we're going to dive deep into the strategic heart of your accreditation. We're going to talk about how to write and, more importantly, how to update your Erasmus Plan for 2026-2027 stretch. We will discuss how to align your staff training needs with your organizational growth, and I will show you how Alfa Edge uses our expertise to help you hit every single objective you promised the national agency. Let's think in cycles, not years. Every great Erasmus plan starts with a needs analysis. In the official form, this is where you describe your organization's current situation and why you need European mobility. The 10-year lesson: most PMs make the mistake of looking at their staff's needs instead of organization's needs. They say, our teachers need to speak better English. That is a personal need, not a strategic one. A strategic need looks like this. Our region is seeing a 20% increase in migrant populations, but our staff lacks the pedagogical tools to integrate non-native speakers into our adult education classes. We need to internationalize our methodology to remain relevant to our community. Do you see the difference? One is perk for staff, the other is a requirement for organizational survival. The technical deep dive: in 2026, the national agencies are looking for baseline data. They want you to prove your needs with numbers. How many learners are you currently reaching? What is your staff current digital competency level? At Alfa Edge, when we help our partners with their Erasmus plans, we start by doing a strategic audit. We help you identify the gaps in your organization, because once you identify a gap, like lack of green management as an example, it becomes very easy to justify sending 5 people to our sustainability in education course. Your needs analysis should be the problem for which Alfa Edge is the solution. Once you have your needs, you have to set your objectives. In an Erasmus plan, you typically have between 2 and 5 objectives that cover the next 2 to 5 years, depends when you are applying. We all know about the SMART objectives. We actually spoke about that last episode. Specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and 10 pounds. But in 2026, we need to add a new letter, SMART T. The E stands for evolutionary. The insider reality: your objectives should not be static. They should be a ladder. Objective 1, year 1 and 2, capacity building. Training a core group of change agents. Objective 2, year 3 and 4, implementation. Rolling out new curricula across all departments. Objective 3, year 5, impact and mainstreaming. The strategic alignment: this is where you align your training needs with your growth. If your objective is to become a paperless, green organization by 2027, Every mobility you fund through your accreditation should serve that goal. This is why we offer thematic tracks at Alfa Edge. We don't want you to just pick a random course. We want you to say, our Erasmus Plan Objective 2 is digital transformation. So we are sending these 3 staff members on your AI for Educators track. When you align your training with your objectives, the national agency sees a professional manager. When you just send people on random courses, the national agency sees a grand consumer. Which one do you want to be? We're currently in 2026. If you were accredited in 2021 or 2022, your original Erasmus plan is likely out of date, as we have spoken about in the last episodes. The world has changed. AI has arrived. The Green Deal has accelerated, and the Democracy Shield is the new priority. The technical challenge? Many accredited organizations are afraid to change the Erasmus plan. They think we signed a contract or we have to stick to it. This is a myth. The national agency expects you to update your plan during the midterm review or the progress report phase. In fact, if you don't update it to reflect 2026 realities, they might question your operational capacity. The Alpha strategy? We are currently guiding our partners through the strategic pivot. We look at their 2021 objectives and we ask, is this still relevant? Is this still helping you grow? If you originally planned to focus on general ICT, we help you update that objective to generative AI and media literacy. This is the expert move by adapting and updating your plan. You are telling the national agency, we are an active, thinking organization, we are paying attention to the European landscape. This builds incredible trust, and as we know, in Erasmus Plus, trust equals budget. It's time for the Alpha audit. The scenario? You're writing your Erasmus Plus plan. Under Objective 1, you write to improve the quality of teaching and learning in your organization through international cooperation. The mistake? The objective is a ghost. It sounds good, but it means nothing. You cannot measure quality in a very easy way. Without a baseline, it's almost impossible to be able to measure it. You cannot prove improvement without an indicator. The audit? When the national agency auditor looks at your final report in 2 years, they will ask, how exactly did the quality improve? Show me the data. If your objective was vague, your results will be vague. And vague results lead to score reductions. The Alpha solution? We audit your objectives before you submit them. We turn improved quality into, by 2027, 60% of our adult education staff will have successfully completed a certified 5-day mobility innovative pedagogy and implemented at least 2 new digital tools in their weekly lessons, measured by learners' feedback surveys. Now, that is an objective. It's measurable, it's clear, and it's audit-proof. At Alfa Edge, we provide the measurement tools for this. We give you the participant assessments and the competence grids that provide the physical proof that your objective was met. Don't let a vague sentence kill your accreditation score. Be precise, be professional, be Alpha. Your Erasmus plan is not a hurdle. It is the blueprint for your organization's future. It is how you move from being a small local entity to becoming a recognized pillar of the European education area. In 2026, thinking in 5-year cycles is the only way to survive the competition. You need to know where you are going, why you are going there, and who is going to help you to get there. At Alfa Edge, we have spent 10 years helping organizations realize their 5-year visions. We don't just provide courses, we provide the strategic fuel for your Erasmus plan. We help you turn your needs into competences and your objectives into impact. Today, we have mastered the needs analysis, the SMART E objectives, and the midterm pivot. You now have the strategy. Next week, we move into the rules of the game, the quality standards beyond the paperwork.